Hello everybody. I think we're recording, so I will say hello and welcome to Tpull's Corner. This is Travis. I'm going to show off one of my newer decks. This one's a mono red, and I don't do a lot of mono red. I stayed away from it for the longest time just because I always come up against it, especially those goblin decks in Historica. I thought it was kind of boring, but it turns out that it is the way to win the most. And now when I get my monthly statistics, Magic tells me that my favorite color to use is red. It's not my favorite color to use, but it is when I have to, when I lose on all of my experimental decks, I drag out one of my mono red decks, and I use that to get my 15 wins for the night. So, we'll show you this one in a minute. We'll go through, wow, look at that. 130 plus cards. This is the highest mono value I have in this deck is a 3 cost. So all I need is the first 2 lands that are dealt, really, and I can win. And what do we want to do? I think we just want to do that. And we want to do that. We want to do that. Nice. It's a life gain deck. That is something that can beat this deck. So not too shabby. Let's see. Let's beat it this way. You want to block me? You don't want to block me? Well, I'm still going to take you out then. And I'm already tired of your life gain, so you can go away. Put something else down, please. Two humans. Excellent. Block me, won't you? You're not going to block me, then I'll just do this. And we're done. Turn 4 kill. We are only playing standard play right now. I do take this into ranked. But let me show you the deck first. I'm not taking it into ranked as much as I used to. It's called Rank Anchor. Remember to like and subscribe, everybody. If you're new, this is unusual. I don't showcase mono red decks that much. And when I do, it's usually not the simple mono red aggro. It's usually something using their more powerful cards. But you can see we've got 11 creatures, 31 non-creatures. Average mono cost is 1.5. And unlike all of my other decks, which have 24 or 25 lands, I only have 18. That's right, I took out 6 because we don't need them. And I get more land with this deck than any other deck that I've ever made in my life. It is crazy. So we've got 4 Monastery Swift Spears, haste and prize, so you can put them out the first turn. 4 Phoenix Chicks that you can also put out the first turn in attack with the haste. And we can pump them up with Kumano Face's Kakazan. We've got 4 Ancestral Angers to give them increasingly additional strength and just draw cards. 1 Flame Blessed Bolt to exile a Planeswalker or creature. 1 Hexgold Slash in case we come up against Toxic. 1 Lithomatic Barrage that can't be countered. Does 5 damage against white and or blue cards. And the 4 Play with Fires that you normally deal with when you're playing mono red aggro. Only 2 copies of Feldon, Ronom Excavator. I've already run into problems where I have 2 copies of him and I can't use both. As usual, we have 4 Lightning Strikes. Increasingly, I think everybody has 4 Reckless Impulses in their decks now. I usually just did 1 or 2. I've gone ahead and boosted it up to 4 in this one. 1 Abrade for getting rid of artifacts. 1 Antagonize to do a big +4/+3. 4 Blazing Crescendos. Target creature gets +3/+1 until end of turn. Then you exile the top card of your library. Till the end of the turn, you can play that card. And then 1 Bloodthirsty Adversary with haste. If we do get farther into the game and we've got extra mana, we can put +1 counters on the adversary and get an instant or sorcery card out of our graveyard and copy it and cast it without having to pay extra. And the two big ones, call in a professional, 3 cost, players can't gain life this turn. So if I do run it up against life gain, maybe I can still do something against them. And life gains can still beat this deck. And it can lose in ranked, but usually something fishy has to be happening in ranked. And I will do what I normally do. I'll show you in standard how this deck works, and then I'll take it into ranked, and you'll see what ranked does to me. And it is atrocious. But that's a story for another day. If you're new, I have an entire playlist called Why I Don't Play Ranked, and the bitter irony is, in order to show you why I hate playing ranked, I have to go play more ranked in order to have those videos. But we'll make a deck with this. We'll take this into ranked, because everybody always wants to see what happens in ranked. Everybody always wants to see ranked battles. It's more exciting. There's more at stake, right? You're climbing the ladder. I understand that, but something terrible happens to me whenever I go into ranked. And you will see it. Come back. If you're new, subscribe. You'll be notified when I drop a new video. I'll drop another video on the playlist with this deck list of why. I'll show you what happens to me. You're not going to believe it. You got to see it to believe it. Alright, they might have removal, but we're mono red, so all we know to do is go in and attack. That's kind of weird. We'll try this. And it works. 5 more points of damage on turn 3. Quirion Beastcaller. Excellent. What else you gonna do? Second creature? Second creature. What do we want to do? I think we want to do a lightning strike against you. And then we just want to attack. And we're bluffing here. And they let us through. I've got 1 open mana. I couldn't cast anything. And a 4-turn Shieldred, which also can beat us. But they took their eyes off the prize. We lose 2 life. We attack. You gonna block me? They're not gonna block me. Bam! Put that down, lightning strike. We're done. Turn 5 win. Shieldred doesn't stop us. If they'd known that we were bluffing, they could have maybe stopped us there. But when you just fearlessly turn and attack, you know, are we making a mistake? Or do we have something that we're ready? They didn't want to give it up. I'm not sure how long this video will be. These matches a lot of times don't go past turn 4. So, you know, I stopped to hang out with the family and watch a TV show with them, so I'm behind the curve. So that's when I break out this deck. So you're getting a little treat. You're getting behind the scenes peek of what I do when I'm in a rush. I've got my previous mono red deck was actually called I'm in a Rush. I still have it. It's kind of good. Magic is desperately trying to find somebody who can beat me. Because we won 2 in a row here. And it went over 30 seconds, which is usually a horrible sign. And no creatures, which means that card's worthless. And 3 lands, even though I only have 18 lands, I actually get extra lands dealt at the beginning of the turn in this deck. Tell me that makes any sense at all. So do I make all my other decks with only 18 lands, and that way I'll get 3 at the beginning? There's an idea. I'm going to have to start experimenting with 18 deck lands. There's my creature. They've got something, but it's usually a scry spell. Maybe it's Fading Hope, if they want to stall me. Fading Hope it is. That's all I can do this turn. Blue's another deck that can beat you. Especially you have counter spells to counter creature summons. And they're going to pass, which is not a good sign for me, but what happens if we just hit them in the face? You going to let that happen? They let it happen. That's gotta hurt. We put out a pixie. Are you gonna block the pixie? Sorry, block with the pixie. Let's see what this does. They've got something. What do you got? Syncopate. Okay. Ooh, 3 colors. Ooh, big guy. They're hitting me with their 1/1. That's disgusting. Are you going to let me through? Are you going to let me through? Thank you. You're so nice. Bam. Play the land. Play Kumano. Get him for another point of damage. We're down on 10. But now, I'm all tapped out. And they are not. So is this as far as I get? Exile the top card of your library. Mono value 5. Any target, they take out my guy. My guy gets to look at cards. This is a lovely card. Okay, we got dealt 5 damage, so we get 5 different choices here. What to do, what to do. I guess we do that? Auto pay. And let's do this way. Cast it for free. 7/5. 8/5. Attack. Yes. Okay, we lost 1 spell, but we still got to play with fire. If they have a counter for play with fire, they've got lots of mana to use it. That was not a good one for them. And they know it. Their name is Death, they died. Alright, 3 in a row. Even though Arena tried to find somebody who had something that could stand against me.
Phyrexia shows no mercy, so neither will I.
Oh, my second copy. That's so cool. I'm going to have to build a deck around her if I get another copy. 3's all I need. Alright, in case you skipped the beginning, my call to action is to ask you to click the like button. I used to feel sorry for Mono Red. There was before March of the Machines and Phyrexia LB1 came out. There was a period of time where, and maybe this might have been a little bit before Brothers War 2, but I took pity on Mono Red in Modern Standard. It was just not doing well. And since then, with every expansion, they've had some really good options come out specifically for Red. And Red's back on the map, and Red is doing all sorts of stuff now. They've got Urbrass Forge. They've got enchantments that do extra damage. I'm going to gain life. That life gain can do me in. This is unusual for me not to have a third land by now, actually. We'll just go ahead and hit him in the face. Happens from time to time. Ah, they gained another life. Never gonna get rid of them this way. How daunting. Okay. I can really lose to that. Let's see. That's white or blue. So that won't work. And then they're going to get that guy in. That's going to be bad news. So what do I do? Alright. I guess we're doing this. There's the land. We see if they chump block or we see if they take it. They take it. The good news is we can get rid of a 4 toughness creature, but now they start getting all of these spirits that can block me, chump block me. Not cool, man. That's a lot of build up. Let's get rid of one of them. Do they have protection they're going to use? They do. Wow. Okay. In that case, let's see. We'll use this on you. And just attack. They go for it all. Gross. That gives them more 1/1 chump blockers. It's disgusting. Let's see, this is where they get the... No, they already got the life there, so that part doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and just get rid of that thing. And we'll go 2 in the face to you. Blazing Crescendo is good. And we go hit you in the face. They're going to chump block? Okay. No. Oh no. That's bad news for me. Let's go look for some help. Flame Blessed Bolt and call in a professional. Well, I don't mind getting rid of the spirits. And we can go ahead and hit him 1 more damage in the face. We'll finally get him down to 10. It took forever. Oh, they are ready. Okay, no life gain. No life gain. I don't have any money to, or I don't have mana to use calling a professional this turn. 7! Ouch! Oh no! That should be it. There you go. Exactly what they needed. Magic got me eventually. Alright, a little bit of life gain and Hallowed Haunting and nothing but enchantments that fire it off. And you're good to go. And we didn't get that many creatures up front. That one took a while. But we'll do one more. See, most of these tend to be faster battles. We can run into trouble if we go up against like black and they have instant removal on the first turn. Usually we don't have to worry about it if we're up against tap lands or white or green. So we do stuff like this. Six points of damage on turn 2. There are some people when they talk about what should be banned. Red isn't brought up that much, but there are 2 cards in here that they talk about. One is the Kakazan Enchantment Saga, and one is Monastery Swiftspear. They're not going to do anything. You know what? This guy can exile cards from the graveyard. I might have need to get instants out of there later if I get my one other creature out. So, you can go away. Black and white, blue and green. They got 4 colors. And they got me. And I'm drawing land. I can put out a Bloodthirsty Adversary. Doesn't do any good to attack with it right now. I was hoping for this one later. They can crew that just for one. That's pretty tough against me. Toughness of 6 is kind of bad. Yeah, but we can go up top. Okay, so you go there. You go there. And next turn comes the Phoenix Chick, and I don't have to worry about any discard cards from their black color, because I don't have anything left in my hand. If they want to... If they exile this and they come back, they could exile the adversary instead of Swiss Sphere if they want. But I don't think it should make that much of a difference to us if they blink this to try and hit me for 3. Their best just kept keeping this to keep me from attacking with the adversary, just to keep this for defense. But they're going to have to put something in the air or be able to remove the Phoenix Chick in order to stay alive.
For the sake of Phyrexia, I will keep watch. You can be made to obey.
That helps them. I only have 2 more play with fires and only 3 more lightning strikes. You attack with the Annex Sentry? To give me poison? Yeah, okay. You come out. You come out, because we got you. You come out. You come down. We attack with you. We deal 2 damage to your face. Yes. I don't think there's any way left for them to stop us next turn.
Our plans are beyond your comprehension.
I'm going to have an attacker here with Etching of Kumano, and I'm going to have the Swiss Sphere. That's not enough. They neutralized my air attack, but they do not have enough. This only works if you attack. It doesn't matter if you defend. You can block my 2 creatures that have 2/2s. And I've still got 2 extra points getting through. I'm even attacking with my -1 Phoenix Chick. Broodlord 2020 is brooding already. If he's got a surprise, he's got enough colors, right? He's got 5-color deck. If he had anything that could help him, he would have used it. Alright, so was that 4 out of 5? 80% win ratio? That's just in standard. That's better than most of the jank that I'm usually doing. Let me pull up the deck one more time so you guys can see it. And I think there's a lot of common stuff that's in mono red aggro. When I see a lot of mono red aggro burn, I'm seeing a lot of lightning strikes. I'm seeing a lot of play with fires. I see the Swiss Sphere, Phoenix Chick. I usually see like 4 Feldons. I think they pack with 4 Feldons. Sometimes they alternate with Bloodthirsty Adversary. And then some of this other stuff can kind of mix it up. But you always see 4 Kamano Faces Kakazan. So I don't know if you want to leave a comment if you think this is worth banning, a 1-mana spell, or the Monastery Swift Spear. Is that worth banning? This can really do some good damage, get big really fast early on, but then it's also so easy to kill as well if you have removal. That's tougher a lot of times for things like green or maybe blue might take longer to get going. The big difference in most of my mono red stuff is I'm always putting in Call on a Professional. I don't really see other mono red players do that, but like I went up against somebody who had 4 copies of Union of the Third Path, and I timed it so that I cast this when they were casting their card, and so that prevented like 6 points of life gain in a single turn and that kind of thing. I still lost because they drew like 3 Union of the Third Pass, and they got a lot of life and outlasted me. But you know, every now and then this comes in really good against life gain decks and saves my butt. So that's usually my one big recommendation if you're going to build a mono red aggro is consider life gain that can beat you. Most people just figure, you know, if they're going to have life gain, they're going to beat me, and that's it. You know, this is a way that you can, depending on how you're structured, how many of these you have in your deck, you might be able to pull off some wins against life gain every now and then as well. So that's a tip from your Uncle Larry. Leave me comments. What do you think, as always, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.